महित महामृत दर्शन मुदित मैथिली दृढ़तर परिरम्भण विभव विरोपित विकट वीर व्रण मारीच माया मृग चर्म परिकर्मित निर्भर दर्भास्तरण विक्रम यशोलाभ विक्रीत जीवित गृद्धराज देहदि दक्षालक्षित भक्त जन दाक्षिण्य कल्पित विबुध भाव कबंधाभिनंदिता अवंध्य महिमा मुनिजन भजन मुषित हृदय कलुष शबरी मोक्ष साक्षी भूता प्रभंजन तनय भावुक भाषित रंजित हृदय शरणि सुत शरणागति परतंत्रीकृत स्वातंत्र्य सुरगतित कैलास कोटि विकट दुंदुभि कंकाळकूट दूर विक्षेप दक्ष दक्षिणेतर पादांगुष्ठधर चलन विश्वस्त सुधासया अतिपृतल बहुविटपि गिरिधरणि विवर युगपदुदय विरुद्ध चित्र पुंग वैचित्र्य
श्रीमान् वेंकटनाथार्यः कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि सन्तश्रीरङ्गपृथ्वीश चरणत्राणशेखराः जयन्ति भुवनत्राण पदपङ्कजरेणवः सन्तश्रीरङ्गपृथ्वीश चरणत्राणशेखराः जयन्ति भुवनत्राण पदपङ्कजरेणवः भरताय परं नमोऽस्तु तस्मै प्रथमोदाहरणाय भक्तिभाजां यदुपज्ञमशेषतः पृथिव्यां प्रथितो राघव पादुका प्रभावः भरताय परं नमोऽस्तु तस्मै प्रथमोदाहरणाय भक्तिभाजां यदुपज्ञमशेषतः पृथिव्यां प्रथितो राघव पादुका प्रभावः. On the auspicious occasion of Sri Rama Navami, dear devotees of Falsam Hindu Temple and Cultural Center, welcome you all to observe the compatibility between Sri Rama and Sri Sita. Hanuman observed this from the moment he met Sri Rama in the kingdom of Kishkindha, and afterwards he met Sri Sita in the Ashokavana of the Sri Lanka, where she was imprisoned by Demon Ravana. He wrote a poem praising the compatibility between Sri Rama and Sri Sita. So let us understand how they are united together, how they are similar to each other, how they are equal to each other. He started with the song Sita Rama Stotram, Ayodhya Puranetaram, Michila Puranayikam, Raghavanam Alankaram, Vaidehanam Alankriyam. We see that Sri Rama is the hero among the kings of solar race in the city of Ayodhya, the capital of the Kosala kingdom. And Sri Sita is the talk of the town and the heroine, being the adopted daughter of King Janaka, who is a royal sage, Raja Rishi. King Janaka has been adored by Lord Krishna in his Bhagavad Gita. Karmanaivihi samsiddhim asthita Janakadayaha. Such a great King Janaka felt very affectionate to the foster daughter Sri Sita, and therefore she was the talk of the town. And Sri Rama has been the ornament of the kingdom of Kosala, and she is the jewel in the city of Mithila. Ayodhya Puranetaram Mithila Puranaikam Raghavanam Alankaram Vaidehanam Alankriyam. See, Sita is also called Vaidehi. Her another name is Janaki, as the daughter of Janaka. Because she is the daughter of the kingdom Videha, she is called Vaidehi. And she is the proud daughter-in-law of the great emperor King Dasharatha. And we see here another prayer by Hanuman. Raghunam Kuladipancha Niminam Kuladipikam Suryavamsha Samudbhutam Somavamsha Samudbhavam. Lord Sri Rama is the lamp of the rays of the Raghavas, the kings of Ikshvaku race, starting from the sun, S-U-N, called the Vivaswan. It is called Vaivasvata Kulam. And the compatibility of Sita, Sri Sita with Rama is she is the lamp of the family called Nimi. Lord Rama incarnated in the rays of Raghu as in the solar rays as it is otherwise called, and whereas Sita made an appearance in the family of the moon, and Rama's race is called Surya Vamsha and Sita's race is called Chandra Vamsha. And Sri Rama chose Dasharatha as his father in the incarnation of Rama, and therefore Putram Dasarathasyadyam. And whereas Sita preferred to be born, or rather to be brought up as a daughter, a kind daughter, in the palace of King Janaka. Putram Dasarathasyadyam Putrim Janaka Bhupate Vasishthanumatacharam, having incarnated by being born to Kausalya after 12 months of pregnancy, Sri Rama followed the instructions of his preceptor, Vasishtha, the great Vasishtha. One of the seven sages who remained the leader of these seven sages. And in the marriage, we always consider that his wife, Vasishtha's wife, Arundhati, as the most chaste woman. And therefore, we have to, as the new married couple, we will have a vision of Arundhati as a star in the sky. And the priest in the marriage function would ask the new couple to look at the star. Whereas Sri Sita had a preceptor in the father's family, namely King Janaka, and he was called Shatananda. Shatananda Matanugam, Vasishthanumatacharam, Shatananda Matanugam. Putram Dasarathasyadyam Putrim Janaka Bhupatehe, Vasishthanumatacharam, Shatananda Matanugam. And as I just now told you, Rama was born to Kausalya. Kausalya Garbhasam Bhutam, whereas Sri Sita, equally noble and holy, appeared in the altar of the sacrifice to be performed by King Janaka. Kausalya Garbhasambhutam Vedi Garbhoditam Swayam Pundarika Vishalaksham Lord Rama is so handsome with broad eyes, as beautiful as the red lotus. Pundarika Vishalaksham Spuradindivarekshanam. The eyes of Sri Sita are comely, just like the lily flowers. Spuradindivarekshanam. Then we go to the gait style of this couple, divine couple. Matta Matangagamanam. As you see that Srirangam Ranganatha has got different styles of walking. I mean gait, G-A-I-T, that we have Gajagati, walking like an elephant, like a lordly elephant, a majestic gait. So Rama's gait is called majestic gait like an elephant. Matta Matangagamanam, Matta Hamsavadhugatam. Sri Sita will walk in the style of a swan. And Rama is cool in his attitude. Chandanardra Bhuja Madhyam, and Sri Sita will be affectionate to the creations of the world like the red color of the kumkumam, the vermilion on the forehead. Chapa Lankita Hastabjam, Lord Sri Rama will always hold a bow called Kodandam, and therefore he beautifies the bow called Kodandam. He is called Kodandarama. Chapa Lankita Hastabjam. His hands are beautiful as lotus flowers, and his hand adorns, beautifies the Kodanda bow in his hand. Padma Alankita Panikam. Sri Sita has also a hand like a flower, lotus, and she adorns a beautiful lotus in her hand. She holds a lotus flower in her hand. Padma Alankita Panikam. What is great about Rama? The whole of 24,000 slokas of Ramayana as a representation of all the four scriptures in Sanskrit. Rama advised us and projected the entire story by Itihasa, the concept of Sharanagati, total surrender. Sharanagata Goptaram, while we totally surrender ourselves, our soul and our properties to the Lord, it is said that we must feel first helplessness, karpanyam, akinchanyam, kai mudal illamai, helplessness. Secondly, we must avoid the don'ts in scriptures. Whatever is prohibited in scriptures, we must not perform. Anukulya sankalpaha, we must make decision to do things which are advised by the scriptures, and then we have to choose the God. Among the pantheon of the Sanatana Dharma religion, we have a variety of gods and we have to choose. And it is better that we choose Sri Rama as a protector to us, the surrenderies, and therefore we will have Sharanagata Goptaram. And you must know the episode of Sita. Sri Sita pardoned the crow who was none other than Jayanta, the son of the leader of gods Indra. And when Jayanta committed a offense, made a mischief, Rama took a small blade of grass and uttered the Brahma's missile mantra, and the arrow chased him all through the world. The crow went to all gods, and he never found any protection from any quarters. He returned and fell down a few yards away from Sri Sita, and Sri Sita excused him. That was the benign grace of Sri Sita. On another occasion, when Hanuman wanted to crush all the demonesses who tortured Sita for many months in the Ashokavana, the garden of the Ashoka tree in Sri Lanka, when Hanuman asked permission from Sita to kill all the demonesses, even though the demonesses did not perform any total surrender to Sri Sita said, Papanam va Shubhanam va Vadham na arhataha. And she also said, Nakaschit naparadhyati. Nobody is above board. Everybody in the world commits mistake. So I won't allow Hanuman to crush or destroy the demonesses who tortured me. And Trijata, the good daughter of the good demon Vibhishna, fell at the feet of Sita on the demoness's behalf. So with this, we understand the first part of the compatibility between Rama and Sri Sita. Welcome back, the devotees of the Falsam Hindu Temple and Cultural Center, CA, USA.
पिळ्ळयु रोमाञ्चमने गनकञ्चुकमु रामभक्तोडनु मुद्रपिळ्ळयु रामनाममने वरखड्कमिवे रामनाममने वरखड्कमिवे राजिल्लोनय्य त्यागराजुनिके रामनाममने वरखड्कमिवे राजिल्लोनय्य त्यागराजुनिके अंटु रीति कोलु ईयवय्य राम अंटु रीति कोलु ईयवय्य